Welcome back to Artos Hub, the channel where we bring you the future of cars today. Number 1, 2026. Corvette Grand Sport. The legend of American speed gets a rebirth. The 2026 Corvette Grand Sport is here to reclaim the title of the purest driver's car ever built. This isn't just another performance upgrade. It's a full-scale reimagination of what the Grand Sport badge represents. A perfect harmony between track precision and grand touring comfort. The 2026 Grand Sport features a mid-engine layout, directly inspired by the C8 platform, but tuned for balance rather than brute force. Its 5.5-liter naturally aspirated V8 engine produces a staggering 575 horsepower, but what truly defines it is the linear delivery of that power. It revs high, sounds like an orchestra of American thunder, and responds to throttle inputs with surgical precision. From the outside, it's unmistakably Corvette. Low, wide, and ready to strike. The design team took inspiration from the 1963 original, bringing back subtle cues like the dual racing stripes that run over the body and an aggressive aerodynamic kit that feels straight out of Le Mans. Every vent, every curve, every line serves a purpose. The front splitter and rear diffuser aren't just for show. They actively channel airflow, giving the car stability at over 190 mm. Inside, it's the most driver-focused Corvette cabin ever created. A redesigned digital cockpit hugs the driver like a race suit, immersive, minimal, and wrapped in Alcantara. The 12-inch curved display blends analog nostalgia with modern digital precision, while the racing-inspired seats keep you locked in during high-speed cornering. What makes the 2026 Grand Sport special isn't just the specs, it's the experience. It's the car you can drive to the track on Saturday, dominate a time attack session, and then cruise home on Sunday with the AC on and your favorite playlist echoing through the Bose 3D surround system. Chevrolet's engineers call it the everyday supercar, and they mean it. The chassis tuning is perfectly balanced, tight when pushed, forgiving when daily driven. The magnetic ride control system continuously adjusts damping to the road, turning even rough highways into glass-smooth rides. One of the biggest improvements lies in the active aero package, a first for the Grand Sport. Flaps in the front and rear automatically adjust based on speed and cornering forces, delivering up to 450 pounds of downforce at top speed. That's more than any previous naturally aspirated Corvette has ever achieved. There's also an available hybrid variant, blending a compact electric motor on the front axle for instant torque. It doesn't change the character, it enhances it. You get all-wheel drive, zero turbo lag, and acceleration from 0-60 mph in just 2.9 seconds. From racetrack heritage to modern street presence, the 2026 Corvette Grand Sport is the bridge between Corvette's glorious past and its electric future. It's raw, refined, and ready to dominate both curves and straights. When you see it gliding across an American highway under the morning sun, you realize this isn't just a car, it's a declaration. The Corvette Grand Sport is proof that true American performance doesn't fade with time, it evolves. Number 2, 2026, Ford Mustang Shelby GT500. If there's one name that has always defined raw, unapologetic American muscle, it's Shelby. And now, in 2026, Ford brings back the Mustang Shelby GT500, but this time, it's not just power, it's evolution. This machine is both an ode to Carroll Shelby's fearless engineering and a statement that the Mustang will always lead the pack in America's high-performance landscape. The 2026 Shelby GT500 roars to life with a supercharged 5.2-liter Predator V8, refined from its predecessor but re-engineered for balance, efficiency, and control. Pushing an astounding 8-50 horsepower and 750 lb-ft of torque, this GT500 isn't just fast, it's feral. It goes from 0 to 60 mph in a blistering 2.8 seconds, making it the most powerful factory-produced Mustang ever built. The design follows the same philosophy. Aggression meets sophistication. Its wide stance, sculpted hood, and menacing front grille scream performance even when parked. The aerodynamic package includes carbon fiber elements, functional hood vents, and an adaptive rear wing that changes angle based on speed and driving mode. Every contour on this Mustang serves a purpose: to slice through air, plant the rear tires, and keep it grounded even at 200 mm. Step inside, and the experience is pure racing theater. The 2026 GT500's cockpit combines modern minimalism with mechanical intensity. You're greeted by Alcantara-wrapped Recaro seats, a 12-inch digital performance cluster, and a flat-bottom steering wheel featuring real carbon fiber. The gear selector? Gone. In its place, a dual-clutch 8-speed transmission controlled by paddle shifters that deliver race-quick gear changes in milliseconds. But Ford didn't just build another brute. The 2026 model introduces active handling dynamics. An integrated adaptive suspension continuously reads road data to adjust damping in real time, making it as comfortable on city streets as it is lethal on racetracks. The car's electronic limited slip differential, paired with torque vectoring, ensures cornering precision, once thought impossible for a muscle car. And then there's the sound. The moment you hit the ignition, the GT500 announces itself with a thunderous supercharger whine, followed by a deep, resonant exhaust note that shakes the ground. 4 exhaust modes, from whisper to track attack, let you choose your soundtrack, but one thing is certain, the GT500 doesn't whisper for long. Outside, Ford offers a palette of heritage-inspired colors, including grabber blue, shadow black, and the iconic racing red with twin white stripes. For collectors, there's the Shelby 60th Anniversary Edition, featuring exclusive badging, numbered plaques, and a limited production run. Just 1,000 units worldwide. Performance, however, isn't only about power. The GT500's carbon ceramic Brembo brakes provide incredible stopping force, while the advanced cooling system ensures peak performance even after long track sessions. Ford engineers took everything learned from GT3 racing and distilled it into this car's DNA. And perhaps the most exciting addition, electrified assist technology. A 48V mild hybrid system adds instant torque and supports smoother gear transitions while reducing emissions. The future of performance isn't just power, it's smart power, and Ford nails that balance perfectly. On American highways, the 2026 Shelby GT500 doesn't just drive, it dominates. Its growl echoes through canyons, its presence commands attention, and its legacy reminds everyone why the Mustang name continues to lead the performance world. The 2026 Ford Mustang Shelby GT500 is more than a muscle car, it's a supercar with a Mustang soul. A machine that doesn't just race against time, it defines it. Number 3. 2026 Lykan Hypersport. If you thought the original Lykan Hypersport was untouchable, the 2026 Lykan Hypersport proves that legends can, in fact, evolve. Built by W Motors, the Dubai-based hypercar manufacturer known for crafting exclusivity and insanity on 4 wheels, this 2026 edition takes its place not just as a successor, but as a rebirth. The Lykan was already famous for being the car that leaped between skyscrapers in Furious 7. Now it's a technological monster reborn for the electric digital era, without losing a drop of its Arabian ferocity. From the moment you see it, the 2026 Lykan Hypersport looks like it belongs in the year 2050. The body is a masterwork of forged carbon fiber, with razor-edge aerodynamic fins slicing the air like diamond blades. The signature Lykan eyes, holographic jewel headlights, now feature 3D laser crystal optics that adjust brightness automatically depending on speed and surrounding light. Even standing still, it looks like it's breaking the sound barrier. Underneath the sculpted chaos lies a powertrain that sounds almost fictional. The 2026 Lykan Hypersport ditches its old twin-turbo flat-six and moves into the realm of hybrid hyper-performance. A new 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8, co-developed with Rimac Electric Division, works in perfect harmony with 3 electric motors to deliver a mind-blowing 1,650 horsepower. That's more than a Bugatti Chiron, more than a Tesla Plaid, and enough to catapult it from 0 to 60 mph in just 1.9 seconds. Top speed? An electronically limited 263 mph, though insiders claim the prototype has seen numbers beyond 270 on private tracks in the UAE. Step inside, and the cabin feels like a fusion of an alien cockpit and a luxury yacht. Every inch is hand-finished with carbon fiber, titanium, and Alcantara leather sourced from Italy. The steering yoke floats within a transparent OLED display ring that provides real-time visuals, speed, G-forces, navigation, even facial recognition entry. Yes, the car recognizes you. The center console is a curved holographic projection system. No buttons, no switches, just touch-free interaction powered by gesture control. For all its speed, the Lykan doesn't forget comfort. Adaptive Skyride suspension keeps the car gliding even at 200 mph, adjusting every millisecond using predictive road mapping. The new AI stability program, nicknamed Falcon, reads tire traction, airflow, and driver behavior to maintain perfect control. It's not just a car, it's a sentient machine that wants to win. Even its engine bay is a piece of art. Visible through a diamond-coated glass panel, the hybrid V8 glows in ambient crimson underlights, breathing with rhythmic pulses like a living heart. The Lykan sound signature, deep, exotic, thunderous, remains untouched, but now carries a futuristic electric hum as the motors join the symphony. Only 7 units of the 2026 Lykan Hypersport will ever exist, each one hand-built in Dubai and priced north of $4 million. But those lucky 7 buyers aren't just getting a car, they're buying a piece of rolling art history. In an age where hypercars battle for attention with raw numbers, the Lykan Hypersport 2026 wins on emotion, style, and technology. It's not just the fastest Arabian car ever made, it's a statement of limitless ambition. Number 4. 2026 Corvette Zora. The 2026 Corvette Zora is more than just another supercar. It's the moment the American legend finally declares war on the European elite. Named after Zora Artos Duntov, the visionary engineer who dreamt of a mid-engine Corvette decades ago, this car is the ultimate tribute to his vision, and the most extreme Corvette ever built. From the first glance, the Zora looks like it's carved out of motion itself. Its carbon fiber exoskeleton stretches tight over an aggressive aerodynamic frame, a perfect fusion of precision and chaos. Every curve, every vent, and every razor-sharp edge serves a purpose: to slice, drag, and generate immense downforce. The front splitter practically scrapes the pavement, while the massive rear diffuser and active wing work together to glue the car to the track. At its core, the 2026 Zora is a hybrid hypercar, built on the foundation of the C8 platform, but re-engineered to dominate. Under the transparent rear hatch lies a monstrous 5.5-liter twin-turbo flat-plane crank V8, paired with an advanced dual electric motor system on the front axle. Combined, this setup unleashes 1,000 horsepower and 150 lb-ft of torque. With instant electric thrust and brutal combustion power, the Zora launches from 0 to 60 mph in 1.9 seconds, matching the quickest cars on Earth. Top speed? 227 mph, but it's the acceleration and cornering that rewrite the Corvette story. Thanks to a cutting-edge torque-vectoring AWD system, the Zora feels like it's defying physics. Each wheel receives power independently, allowing it to corner like an F1 car while maintaining muscle car soul. Inside, the Zora feels like a fighter jet cockpit, built not for comfort but for domination. The driver-focused command center wraps around you with tactile carbon controls, glowing red ambient lights, and a reconfigurable digital HUD that displays G-forces, tire temps, and even predictive cornering analytics. The steering wheel, a squared-off aircraft-style unit, holds tactile feedback sensors that respond to your grip and driving style. Every surface, from the micro-suede dash to the titanium paddle shifters, screams precision craftsmanship. But the magic of the Zora isn't just its hardware, it's the soul behind it. Engineers at Chevrolet say this is the Corvette that Zora himself always wanted to build. The car even features a Z mode, a performance profile that unleashes its full hybrid system and activates maximum aero. Hit the switch, and the Zora crouches lower, stiffens its suspension, and channels all systems for maximum attack. The sound, too, is otherworldly. A deep metallic howl from the twin-turbo V8, blended with a futuristic electric surge that feels like thunder meeting lightning. From idle to redline, it's a symphony of raw energy and innovation. Each Zora will be hand-assembled at the Bowling Green Performance Build Center, with production limited to under 2,000 units worldwide. Prices begin at around $350,000, but good luck finding one. Most are already reserved by collectors and track-day millionaires who understand they're buying more than a car. The 2026 Corvette Zora represents the future of American speed, where muscle meets modernity, and heritage evolves into high-tech fury. It's not just a Corvette. It's America's first true hypercar, wearing a badge born from dreamers, built by believers, and engineered for legends. Number 5. 2026 Cadillac Eldorado. The 2026 Cadillac Eldorado marks the majestic return of an American icon, a name once synonymous with power, elegance, and prestige. But this time, the legend has evolved into a silent electric titan, built not just to impress but to redefine luxury mobility in the modern era. It's a vision of how Cadillac sees its electric future, bold, unapologetic, and dripping with confidence. At first glance, the new Eldorado looks like it belongs on a futuristic boulevard in 2050. The design is long, low, and commanding, a perfect balance between retro presence and digital sophistication. The front fascia wears a black crystal grille, illuminated with Cadillac's signature vertical light blades that cascade like falling starlight. When you unlock the car, a choreographed lighting sequence greets you, a theatrical reminder that this is not just transportation, but a statement. From the side, the Eldorado stretches like a luxury yacht on wheels. Its silhouette honors the sweeping lines of the 1970s classic, yet everything is modernized. Sharp creases, hidden door handles, and 24-inch turbine wheels wrapped in silent EV tires. The rear, with its uninterrupted light bar and elegant chrome accents, feels both nostalgic and futuristic. Underneath that sculpted body lies the Ultium electric platform, the same foundation that powers GM's next-gen performance vehicles. But in the Eldorado, it's tuned for smooth, commanding torque and effortless cruising. Dual electric motors deliver 850 horsepower and over 1,000 lb-ft of torque, launching the car from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.8 seconds. Performance that rivals supercars, but with grace instead of aggression. Yet speed isn't the Eldorado's purpose. Presence is. With an estimated range of 450 miles, this electric flagship is designed for the long road ahead. The adaptive air suspension and magnetic ride control create a ride so serene it feels like gliding on air. Noise cancellation technology and laminated glass ensure near-total silence. All you hear is the faint hum of the electric motors and your heartbeat. Step inside, and you're transported into what Cadillac calls the sanctuary of the future. The cabin is a masterpiece of craftsmanship, hand-stitched leather, sustainable wood veneers, and ambient lighting that shifts color with your mood. A 57-inch panoramic OLED display spans the entire dashboard, merging infotainment, navigation, and AI-assisted driving data into one seamless canvas. The front seats aren't just seats, they're thrones. Heated, ventilated, massaging, and even climate sensing, adjusting automatically to maintain your comfort. The rear cabin is equally luxurious, featuring a reclining executive layout with deployable leg rests, mini tables, and an immersive sound system tuned by AKG Studio Reference, delivering concert-level acoustics. Cadillac hasn't forgotten craftsmanship either. Every Eldorado interior is individually crafted by artisans at GM's luxury division, ensuring no two cabins are exactly alike. The use of digital embroidery, crystal controls, and recycled aluminum trim creates a tactile experience that feels both sustainable and royal. The 2026 Eldorado is not merely Cadillac's return to form, it's their new crown jewel. It blends nostalgia with innovation, echoing an era when American cars ruled the world, but evolving that spirit into a high-tech, zero-emission masterpiece. This is the future of American luxury, bold, electric, and timeless. The 2026 Cadillac Eldorado doesn't chase Europe anymore. It reclaims its throne. Number 6. 2026 Pontiac GTO. The 2026 Pontiac GTO is the rebirth no one thought possible. A phoenix rising from the ashes of Detroit's golden era, roaring back with fire, muscle, and electrified vengeance. For decades, the GTO was more than just a car. It was a symbol of raw American rebellion. And now it returns to remind the world why muscle will never die. It only evolves. The first thing you notice about the 2026 GTO is its stance. Low, wide, and unapologetically aggressive, it doesn't just sit on the road, it owns it. The design channels the legendary 1969 GTO Judge with a modern twist, dual hood scoops, muscular fenders, and a split grille that glows with red LED veins. The front fascia is bold and predatory, with razor-sharp lines and a wide mesh intake that feeds an all-new hybrid V8 powertrain. Yes, hybrid, but don't mistake that for weakness. Under the sculpted hood beats a 6.2-liter twin-turbocharged V8, paired with dual electric motors. Together, they unleash an astonishing 950 horsepower and 1,050 lb-ft of torque, making this GTO one of the most powerful muscle cars ever built. Power is sent through an advanced 10-speed dual-clutch transmission, capable of shifting in milliseconds, while the electric motors fill torque gaps for instantaneous acceleration. The result? 0 to 60 mph in 2.6 seconds, and a top speed north of 215 mph. But the 2026 GTO isn't just about brute strength. It's precision engineered for control. The chassis uses carbon fiber composite materials, reducing weight without sacrificing rigidity. Magnetic ride control, active aerodynamics, and a torque vectoring AWD system make it corner with the agility of a European supercar. Yet the soul remains distinctly American. Every inch of this car screams purpose. The LED headlights form a continuous sweep across the hood, while the rear wears a modern interpretation of the classic Endura bumper. Smooth, sculpted, and illuminated with a fiery red light bar. Quad exhausts exit through a carbon diffuser, delivering a deep, menacing growl that resonates through your bones. It's the sound of legacy reborn. Step inside, and the cabin pays tribute to Pontiac heritage while embracing the future. A driver-focused cockpit with red-accented leather, carbon inserts, and digital performance displays surrounds you. The classic GTO badge glows on the steering wheel, a reminder that you're sitting inside history reimagined. The seats are sculpted with racing bolsters, offering both luxury and grip. In the center console lies the performance command dial, allowing drivers to toggle between drive, sport track, and electric modes. In full EV mode, the GTO glides silently for up to 40 miles, perfect for city commutes. But once you unleash the V8, the car transforms into a thunderstorm of torque, speed, and fury. Pontiac's engineers designed the GTO to feel alive. Every sound, vibration, and motion is tuned to engage the driver's senses. The AI-assisted HUD projects racing telemetry directly onto the windshield, and the optional Heritage mode transforms the display into a retro-style analog cluster, a nod to its 60s glory days. The 2026 Pontiac GTO isn't a nostalgia act. It's a revolution wrapped in a legend. It bridges the past and future, proving that American muscle can coexist with sustainability and sophistication. For car enthusiasts, this isn't just a comeback. It's redemption. The GTO has returned to reclaim its title as the godfather of muscle cars, roaring louder than ever before. Number 7. 2026 Ford GT. The 2026 Ford GT is not just a car. It's America's ultimate statement to the world that engineering excellence and racing soul still run deep in Detroit's veins. A symbol born from victory, from Ford's legendary triumph over Ferrari at Le Mans in 1966, the GT returns for 2026 as a machine that merges art, aerodynamics, and adrenaline into one breathtaking package. From the moment you see it, the 2026 GT looks like something pulled straight from a wind tunnel, because it is. Every curve, vent, and fin has been sculpted by airflow. The teardrop cabin, the flying buttresses, and the active rear wing all serve one mission: speed through precision. But this new GT isn't about repeating the past, it's about rewriting it. Underneath its carbon fiber body lies a twin-turbocharged 5.2-liter V8 hybrid engine, delivering a jaw-dropping 950 horsepower. It's paired with a high-output electric motor that fills torque instantly, eliminating any lag. This fusion of raw combustion and electric innovation propels the GT from 0 to 60 mph in just 2.4 seconds, making it one of the fastest street-legal production cars on the planet. Its top speed? a staggering 232 mph, numbers that even supercar royalty can't easily match. But numbers alone can't describe what the Ford GT feels like to drive. Press the ignition button and the car doesn't start. It awakens. The V8 erupts with a thunderous roar that reverberates through the carbon shell. It's a mechanical symphony, pure, unfiltered American power, yet enhanced with the instantaneous push of electric torque. The aerodynamics of the 2026 GT are active and intelligent. The rear wing adjusts angle automatically based on speed. The front splitter adapts for cornering downforce, and air channels through the body to cool the brakes and engine. The entire vehicle is a moving sculpture of airflow and innovation. Ford engineers call it living aerodynamics. Inside, the cockpit is stripped down for focus but wrapped in luxury. The seats are molded directly into the carbon tub, just like a race car, providing maximum stability under high G-forces. A floating digital dash gives live telemetry, boost pressure, tire temperature, hybrid battery charge, all visible at a glance. The steering wheel houses every control you need, inspired by Formula One technology, allowing drivers to shift, adjust modes, and control aerodynamics without taking hands off the wheel. One of the most exciting features is the track morph system. With one button, the GT lowers its suspension, stiffens damping, sharpens throttle mapping, and opens aerodynamic ducts. In this mode, it transforms from a luxury road car into a Le Mans predator, born to dominate circuits and carve corners at physics-defying speeds. Yet despite all this power, Ford made sure the 2026 GT remains a driver's car. It's not about automated perfection, it's about raw engagement. The steering feels alive, the throttle response is razor sharp, and the chassis communicates every inch of the road beneath you. Design-wise, it honors its ancestors while embracing the future. The twin-stripe racing livery returns, running from nose to tail, and the signature circular taillights now feature floating LED rings that pulse when braking. The front fascia is sharp and predatory, with laser-cut intakes and full LED matrix headlights shaped like eyes. The 2026 Ford GT stands as more than just a machine. It's a living reminder of what happens when passion meets precision. A car built for drivers, dreamers, and legends. In a world of silent EVs and synthetic performance, the Ford GT roars defiantly, proving that America's heart still beats at 200 miles per hour. Number 8. 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429. The 2026 Ford Mustang Boss 429 is the rebirth of an untamed legend, a car that first roared to life in 1969 as one of the most ferocious Mustangs ever built. Back then, it was pure muscle engineered to dominate NASCAR tracks. Today, over 5 decades later, it returns with that same rebellious spirit, reborn with modern power, technology, and unmistakable attitude. From the very first glance, the new Boss 429 commands attention. It's not subtle, it's not polite, it's pure muscle in motion. The massive front fascia is sculpted for aggression, with a deep hood scoop that pays tribute to the original model while serving a very real purpose, feeding air into a monstrous engine lurking beneath. The wide fenders bulge with purpose, housing massive 21-inch forged alloy wheels wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires. Every inch of this car screams dominance. Under the hood lies the soul of the beast, a 7.0-liter naturally aspirated V8, a tribute to the legendary 429 cubic inch engine that made history. But this time, it's infused with modern engineering magic. Built from lightweight aluminum with forged internals and variable valve timing, the new Boss 429 delivers a staggering 825 horsepower and 730 lb-ft of torque, all sent to the rear wheels through a Trimx 7-speed manual gearbox or optional dual-clutch transmission. When you turn the ignition, the car doesn't purr, it growls. The deep rumble builds into a spine-tingling roar that shakes the ground beneath your feet. The Boss 429 doesn't just accelerate, it launches, tearing through 0-60 mph in just 2.9 seconds. But this isn't just about straight-line fury. Ford engineers have tuned its magnetic suspension and adaptive aerodynamics to make it corner with precision that rivals European supercars. The 2026 Boss 429 isn't just built for speed, it's built for dominance. The chassis is reinforced with carbon fiber cross-bracing, the drive shaft is carbon composite, and the body panels use lightweight aluminum and high-tensile steel for perfect balance. Ford's new TrackFlow aerodynamic system automatically adjusts the front splitter and rear wing for optimal downforce, giving the driver confidence to attack every corner like a pro. Inside, it's pure performance blended with heritage. The cabin features hand-stitched leather Recaro seats, carbon fiber trim, and a minimalist layout that keeps the focus where it belongs: the road. A 12.5-inch digital performance cluster changes its design based on drive mode, from classic muscle gauges in cruise mode to racing telemetry in track mode. The flat-bottom steering wheel, wrapped in Alcantara, feels perfectly weighted in your hands, giving you the sense of control that every driver dreams of. Ford didn't just revive the Boss 429 for nostalgia, they built it as a symbol of rebellion, proof that raw horsepower still has a place in the future. Even with hybrid and electric models surrounding it in Ford's lineup, the Boss 429 stands tall as a mechanical outlaw, a love letter to combustion, sound, and motion. Designers even brought back signature details: the blacked-out hood stripe, the bold Boss 429 fender badging, and the muscular fastback silhouette that has become synonymous with Mustang power. And when you see the taillights glow in the night, 3 vertical LED bars pulsing with each rev, you know instantly, this isn't just another car. It's an American icon reborn. The 2026 Boss 429 is loud, proud, and unapologetically powerful. It's not chasing trends, it's setting them. It represents the golden age of muscle cars, re-engineered for the modern world. Every rev, every shift, every glance reminds you that this car wasn't made to blend in. It was made to own the road. Number 9, 2026, Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda. When the 2026 Plymouth Sick Fish Cuda pulls into the light, it feels less like a car and more like a resurrection. The legendary Plymouth Cuda, once the king of drag strips and boulevard brawls, returns, reimagined with a venomous new identity. Dubbed the Sick Fish Cuda, this machine blends vintage muscle with modern engineering to create a car that's not just fast, it's furious by design. The Sick Fish Cuda name comes from a real legend, a one-of-a-kind custom 1970 Cuda built by Chip Foose that stunned the world with its craftsmanship. The 2026 revival borrows from that legacy, but takes it to the extreme, combining classic muscle proportions with cutting-edge performance tech. It's brutal, sleek, and unapologetically American, a car built for those who believe raw power should never be forgotten. From the outside, it's unmistakable. The Sick Fish Cuda keeps its classic long hood, short deck silhouette, but now it's carved from forged carbon fiber and aerospace-grade aluminum. The front end is an aggressive reinterpretation of the original Sharknose grille, with laser-thin LED headlights recessed into sculpted intakes. A subtle power bulge dominates the hood, not for show, but to house the monster engine beneath. The stance is wide and menacing, sitting on 21-inch performance alloys wrapped in custom Pirelli drag compound tires. And that engine? It's a modern beast that pays homage to the original 426 Hemi, the heart of the legend. The new 426 twin-turbo Hemi V8, tuned by Mopar Performance, delivers a jaw-dropping 950 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of torque. Paired with an 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, it rockets from 0 to 60 mph in 2.6 seconds and hits a top speed north of 220 mph. It's not a hybrid, not an EV. It's raw combustion madness wrapped in precision engineering. Start the engine and you don't just hear it, you feel it. The twin-turbo spool with a mechanical snarl, followed by a deep, thunderous growl that shakes the floor of any showroom. The exhaust system features active valves, allowing drivers to toggle between street growl and track fury, modes that change the tone from menacing to monstrous. Inside, the 2026 Sick Fish Cuda merges classic cues with futuristic detail. The dash design echoes the original Cuda's twin-pod layout, but replaces gauges with a 12.3-inch customizable performance cluster. Carbon fiber panels flow across the console, while deep bolstered leather seats hug the driver like a race harness. Anodized aluminum knobs, a short throw shifter, and vintage wood grain inlays nod to the past, reminding you that this beast carries heritage in every inch. Performance aside, what makes the Sickfish CUDA special is its attitude. It's a rebel, a car that refuses to follow trends. In an age of electric silence, it roars. It's a statement that old-school muscle still has a place on modern roads, and it can stand toe-to-toe with supercars from Italy or Germany. Plymouth might have disappeared decades ago, but through this car, its spirit is alive, louder than ever. Aerodynamics have also been refined to match its immense power. Active front splitters, a carbon rear diffuser, and retractable spoilers ensure stability even at absurd speeds. On track, it corners with surgical precision thanks to adaptive magnetic dampers and all-wheel torque vectoring, technology that tames the Fury. Everywhere it goes, the 2026 Sickfish CUDA draws a crowd. Not because it's pretty, but because it's powerful. It's not trying to fit in. It's a machine that defines what modern muscle should be. The Sickfish CUDA isn't just a car. It's a rebellion on wheels, a roar from the past echoing into the future. Number 10. 2026. Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. The legend returns. The 2026 Chevrolet Chevelle SS 454. An icon reborn from the golden age of muscle cars, this machine is more than just a nameplate revival. It's a declaration that American power and attitude are alive and roaring into the future. From its first reveal at the Detroit Auto Show, the new Chevelle captured hearts and headlines with its aggressive stance, retro-inspired lines, and thunderous performance that pays homage to the original 1970 SS 454, one of the most feared street cars ever built. At first glance, the 2026 Chevelle SS looks like it rolled straight out of a muscle car dream. The long hood, sculpted body, and wide haunches radiate raw dominance. Chevrolet's designers took inspiration from the 1970 model's DNA. The twin headlamps, blacked-out grille with SS badging, and the iconic dual racing stripes running from nose to tail, yet every inch of it has been modernized. Adaptive LED headlights, flush door handles, active aero vents, and a carbon fiber hood reduce drag and weight. The stance is lower, the wheels bigger, 21-inch forged aluminum wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires, giving it that road-hugging aggression we crave. Underneath that carbon hood beats the heart of the beast. A 6.2-liter twin-turbo V8 hybrid system, producing a jaw-dropping 820 horsepower and 900 lb-ft of torque. The electric boost from its hybrid setup fills in the gaps, providing instant torque off the line. 0 to 60, a staggering 2.7 seconds, making it faster than nearly every supercar in its class. Top speed, 215 mi. This isn't just muscle, it's futuristic muscle, blending brute force with advanced tech. The powertrain is paired with a 10-speed dual-clutch transmission that shifts faster than the blink of an eye. Drive modes range from Eco to Track, and when you select 454 mode, the Chevelle unleashes its full hybrid-assisted fury. The exhaust deepens, suspension stiffens, and the digital dash transforms into a race-inspired cluster. The sound alone, a mix of electric whine and throaty V8 roar, is pure nostalgia mixed with modern insanity. Inside, the Chevelle SS 454 merges vintage soul with digital luxury. A flat-bottom steering wheel, contrast red stitching, and analog-inspired gauges sit alongside a massive 14-inch infotainment screen powered by Chevy's latest AI interface. The seats, bucket-style Alcantara with cooling and massage, hug you like a racing suit. A special heritage mode flips the entire display system into a retro 1970s layout, complete with analog dials and old-school orange lighting. It's nostalgia done right. Chevrolet didn't stop at performance and aesthetics. The chassis features adaptive magnetic ride control, a reinforced carbon aluminum frame, and Brembo carbon ceramic brakes that can stop the 454 from 60 mph in just 98 feet. Even the aerodynamics are active. The rear spoiler automatically adjusts at high speed, and the front splitter lowers for increased downforce. In a world shifting toward quiet EVs, the 2026 Chevelle SS 454 stands as a bold rebellion, loud, fast, unapologetic. It's proof that the American muscle era isn't over. It's evolved. The past meets the future here, roaring under the banner of the Supersport legacy. Number 11, 2026, Chevrolet Impala SS. The 2026 Chevrolet Impala SS marks the return of one of America's most iconic full-size performance sedans, a car that once blended brute strength with smooth sophistication. After years of absence, the Impala nameplate rises again, reborn with modern luxury, futuristic technology, and unmistakable street authority. This isn't just another revival, it's a modern reinterpretation of power wrapped in elegance, a machine that refuses to blend into traffic. From the moment you see it, the new Impala SS commands attention. Its proportions are bold and confident, long, wide, and low, with an athletic stance that echoes the Impalas of the 1960s, but updated with cutting-edge aerodynamics. The sleek LED headlights sweep into a sculpted hood, while the black mesh grille proudly wears the SS badge. Subtle chrome details accentuate its luxury DNA, yet the aggressive front fascia leaves no doubt. This sedan means business. The body flows like liquid steel, its fastback-style roofline and muscular shoulders projecting both grace and dominance. Underneath its sculpted surface lies the beating heart of a performance masterpiece. A 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V8, tuned to produce 670 horsepower and 640 lb-ft of torque. Paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission and an optional all-wheel drive system, the Impala SS delivers blistering acceleration while maintaining impeccable control. From a standstill, it rockets from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.4 seconds, placing it squarely among modern super sedans like the BMW M5 and Dodge Charger SRT Hellcat. Yet despite its ferocity, it maintains that signature Impala composure, power delivered smoothly, confidently, almost effortlessly. Chevrolet's engineers have ensured that the new SS isn't just about raw speed. The car rides on a next-gen magnetic ride control 5.0 suspension system that continuously adapts to road conditions, offering a silky highway glide one moment and razor-sharp handling the next. Its electric steering system has been fine-tuned for precision, and the carbon ceramic brakes deliver fade-free stopping power that instills total confidence. The result? A car that feels both commanding and surprisingly agile for its size. Inside, the 2026 Impala SS embraces a new era of American luxury. The cabin is a masterpiece of craftsmanship, a mix of premium leather, brushed aluminum, and ambient lighting that can shift color depending on the driving mode. A massive 15-inch OLED central display dominates the dashboard, seamlessly merging entertainment, navigation, and performance data. A secondary 10-inch digital cluster sits behind the steering wheel, customizable for track stats, navigation, or traditional dials. Passengers enjoy heated and ventilated sport seats with memory foam inserts, ensuring long-distance comfort without sacrificing lateral support. Even the rear seats are sculpted, offering business-class legroom and built-in entertainment screens. The interior exudes refinement, but carries subtle cues of its SS performance lineage: red contrast stitching, carbon fiber inlays, and a flat-bottom steering wheel with the classic SS logo glowing softly at night. When it comes to driving feel, the Impala SS is more than numbers. It's about character. The exhaust note has been meticulously engineered to blend deep V8 growls with a modern turbo whistle, creating a sound that is both nostalgic and new. On open roads, it cruises in near silence, but one push of the throttle awakens a storm that echoes the Impala's proud heritage. In every sense, the 2026 Chevrolet Impala SS redefines what a modern American sedan can be. It's a fusion of strength and sophistication, the rebirth of a legend built not just to move fast, but to move you. Number 12, 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Jet 429. The 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Jet 429 roars back into the spotlight as a modern-day reincarnation of one of Ford's most ferocious muscle machines. Once a legend of raw street dominance and drag strip supremacy, the Cobra Jet 429 now returns as a symbol of reborn American muscle, blending high-octane performance with futuristic precision. It's not just a throwback, it's a time machine engineered for the modern era. At first glance, the new Torino Cobra Jet looks like it's ready to devour the asphalt. The front end commands attention, a wide, open grille with honeycomb mesh and a bold Cobra Jet badge stamped proudly across the fascia. Deep-cut air intakes feed the monster beneath the hood, while the sculpted LED headlights wrap aggressively into the fenders. The long hood, fastback roofline, and wide rear haunches echo the classic Torino's proportions, but every line has been sharpened, refined, and modernized. This is muscle evolved, sculpted by aerodynamics and forged by nostalgia. Underneath the hood lies the soul of a beast, a 7.0-liter supercharged V8, inspired by the original 429 but rebuilt from the ground up with lightweight aluminum components and hybrid assist technology. It delivers an astonishing 840 horsepower and 790 lb-ft of torque, channeled through a 10-speed dual-clutch automatic or a 6-speed manual for purists. Ford engineers call it the perfect fusion of heritage and innovation, and they're not wrong. The hybrid system adds instant torque fill, eliminating lag and giving the Cobra Jet the ability to leap from 0 to 60 mph in 2.9 seconds, a feat once unimaginable for a full-bodied muscle car. The Torino rides on an all-new performance chassis with adaptive magnetic suspension, launch control, and variable exhaust modes that range from quiet neighborhood cruising to thunderous open-track aggression. Rear-wheel drive remains the core of its DNA, but Ford's optional active torque vectoring ensures razor-sharp precision even at high speeds. It corners with poise, but never loses that raw mechanical soul that defined the Cobra Jet name. Step inside, and the 2026 Torino Cobra Jet 429 greets you with an interior that mixes race-ready aggression and luxury comfort. Carbon fiber dominates the center console and door panels, while the seats are wrapped in Alcantara with electric blue contrast stitching. A flat-bottom steering wheel with integrated paddle shifters and a glowing Cobra Jet emblem puts you in control of history reimagined. The 14-inch digital instrument cluster offers customizable modes, classic, track, and night drive, each displaying unique animations that pay homage to the 1970s speed dials. The cabin also embraces the future with Ford's Sync Ultra interface, an AI-driven system that personalizes your driving experience, monitors real-time track telemetry, and even adjusts suspension settings based on road conditions. A 1,000-watt B&O sound system fills the cabin with studio-grade clarity, but let's be honest, the real music comes from the engine's thunder. Visually, the 2026 Torino Cobra Jet 429 is offered in classic shades: grabber blue, competition orange, and shadow black, all with available racing stripes and hood scoops that recall its drag racing heritage. And when that hood lifts, the supercharged V8 stares back like a mechanical dragon, its polished intake manifold and carbon airbox gleaming under LED lighting. The 2026 Ford Torino Cobra Jet 429 isn't just a revival, it's a resurrection of attitude, power, and pride. It's Detroit's declaration that the muscle car spirit isn't dead. It's been reborn, louder, faster, and bolder than ever before. Number 13, 2026. Chevrolet Nova SS. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS marks the triumphant return of one of Chevy's most iconic street legends, a car once known for its no-nonsense power, lightweight body, and pure driving thrill. Decades after its original glory days, the Nova SS is back to reclaim its crown, reimagined for the modern world while staying true to its classic roots. It's bold, it's beautiful, and it's built for those who believe that real muscle never dies. At first glance, the 2026 Nova SS is unmistakably a Chevrolet. The car's low, muscular stance, long hood, and short deck instantly recall its 1970s predecessors. But this is no retro gimmick. Every curve, every crease, every aerodynamic detail has been sculpted to perfection. The front fascia features a modernized split grille, each side flanked by quad LED headlights shaped like the old halogens, glowing with a fierce intensity. A subtle SS badge sits proudly at the center, glowing red at night, reminding everyone that this isn't just another modern coupe. It's a reborn legend. Beneath the sculpted hood lies a 6.6-liter twin-turbocharged V8, handcrafted by Chevrolet's performance division. It produces a staggering 780 horsepower and 720 lb-ft of torque, all sent to the rear wheels through a 7-speed manual transmission, because Chevy knows the Nova is meant for those who love to drive. The optional 8-speed automatic is lightning quick, but true purists will gravitate toward the stick shift, the mechanical feel that connects man and machine. The 2026 Nova SS rockets from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.1 seconds, thanks to its lightweight carbon aluminum body and magnetic ride suspension. Its chassis tuning is masterful, firm yet forgiving, giving drivers total control whether on tight corners or open straights. Chevrolet's new dynamic drive control system allows instant tuning between comfort, sport, and track modes, adjusting steering weight, exhaust tone, and suspension stiffness on the fly. In track mode, the exhaust opens fully, releasing a deep, thunderous growl that echoes through the night, the sound of classic muscle meeting modern engineering. Step inside the Nova SS, and nostalgia meets technology in perfect balance. The cockpit embraces the driver, a mix of carbon fiber trim, brushed aluminum, and hand-stitched leather in classic red and black. A fully digital 13-inch instrument cluster recreates the analog gauges of the 1970s Nova, complete with flickering shift lights and vintage fonts. The center screen houses Chevrolet's MyTrack AI, capable of recording lap times, monitoring G-forces, and even analyzing driving performance in real time. The seats, inspired by racing buckets, feature integrated cooling, heating, and even pulse-adjusting lumbar support for long drives. But the highlight for any true enthusiast sits under the hood, the beating heart of the Nova SS. The twin-turbo V8 is a masterpiece of engineering, dressed in brushed steel with red accents, and the words "Supersport" engraved across the valve covers. Watching it idle is an experience in itself, the rhythmic pulse of mechanical perfection. Exterior colors pay tribute to its muscle car heritage: cranberry red, fathom blue, and silver ice metallic, with optional dual racing stripes that stretch from nose to tail. The 20-inch forged wheels, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Sport 4S tires, grip the road with authority, while massive Brembo carbon ceramic brakes ensure precise stopping power. The 2026 Chevrolet Nova SS isn't a concept or a reimagination. It's a declaration. It says that performance and personality still matter, that history can be reborn without losing its fire. The Nova SS is Chevrolet's gift to the dreamers, the drag racers, and every soul that grew up believing that one day muscle would return to the streets, faster, sharper, and prouder than ever before. Number 14. 2026 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. The 2026 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme marks the glorious revival of one of America's most elegant and beloved muscle cruisers, a car that once ruled both Main Street and the drag strip with equal grace. This modern version doesn't just bring back the name, it redefines what it means to be supreme. Blending classic American charm with advanced technology, the new Cutlass is a time machine built for the future, a grand return of sophistication, performance, and style. From the very first glance, the 2026 Cutlass Supreme commands attention. Its design is a perfect blend of nostalgia and innovation, a car that captures the soul of the 1970s original while being unmistakably modern. The signature split waterfall grille returns, now illuminated with a soft white LED glow that traces the edges of each chrome accent. The sculpted hood flows into smooth, aerodynamic lines that lead to a slightly raised rear deck, giving it a confident, muscular stance. The Oldsmobile rocket emblem sits proudly in the center, reborn in brushed gold, reminding everyone of its heritage. Underneath the refined exterior lies serious power. The 2026 Cutlass Supreme is powered by a 5.7-liter hybrid-assisted V8, producing 690 horsepower and 650 lb-ft of torque. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission that delivers smooth, instant shifts, whether you're cruising down the boulevard or blasting down the highway. Thanks to its electric torque boost system, the Cutlass launches from 0 to 60 mph in just 3.4 seconds, while still maintaining impressive fuel efficiency for its class. It's the best of both worlds. Old school muscle, modern brains. Handling is another area where the Cutlass surprises. Equipped with adaptive air suspension, rear-wheel drive, and magnetic ride control, this car glides like a luxury coupe, yet corners like a sports car. Drivers can toggle between comfort, touring, and track modes, transforming the Cutlass from a relaxed cruiser to a performance beast at the touch of a button. In track mode, the exhaust roars to life, letting the V8 sing a deep, intoxicating note reminiscent of the golden era of American performance. Inside, the 2026 Cutlass Supreme is where retro elegance truly meets modern luxury. The cabin is wrapped in hand-stitched leather, walnut wood trim, and subtle brushed aluminum accents. A digital 14-inch curved display merges seamlessly with a retro-inspired gauge cluster, complete with needle-style animations. The steering wheel, thick, sculpted, and beautifully finished, features the classic Oldsmobile rocket emblem at its center. The seats are plush yet sporty, with 18-way adjustability and massage functions. Ambient lighting glows softly across the dashboard, door panels, and footwells, setting the mood for every drive. The advanced Aurora infotainment suite offers voice-controlled navigation, premium Bose 3D surround sound, and over-the-air performance updates, ensuring the car evolves with you over time. Pop the hood, and the 2026 Cutlass reveals its crown jewel, a beautifully engineered hybrid V8, topped with a gold-trimmed cover embossed with the Oldsmobile insignia. It's a sight that blends artistry and power, the kind of craftsmanship you'd expect from a car designed to carry the Supreme badge. The rear of the vehicle stays faithful to its roots with a wide stance, subtle chrome accents, and dual rectangular exhaust outlets. Classic Cutlass Supreme script adorns the fenders in flowing cursive, paying homage to the past while celebrating the future. The 2026 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme isn't just a car. It's a statement that style and power can coexist. It's a rebirth of American luxury muscle, a legend redesigned for a generation that still dreams of chrome, torque, and open roads. Oldsmobile may have been silent for years, but with the 2026 Cutlass Supreme, it speaks again, with elegance, thunder, and unmistakable pride. Number 15, 2026 Corvette C8 E-Ray. The 2026 Corvette C8 E-Ray represents the next great leap in America's sports car legacy, a bridge between pure combustion power and the electrified performance future. It's not just a Corvette, it's a statement that innovation and heritage can exist in perfect harmony. With breathtaking acceleration, hybrid precision, and unmistakable Corvette attitude, the E-Ray is here to redefine what the American supercar stands for. From the outside, the 2026 Corvette C8 E-Ray looks like a force of nature sculpted from speed itself. Its wide stance, aggressive front fascia, and aerodynamic curves are designed to slice through the air with precision. The signature mid-engine layout remains, a hallmark of the C8 generation, but the E-Ray adds subtle cues that mark it as something more advanced. Glossy blue accents flow along the body lines, symbolizing its hybrid DNA. The lightweight carbon fiber roof and forged aluminum wheels give it both beauty and brawn. The E-Ray's heart is revolutionary, a marriage of raw V8 power and silent electric speed. Under the rear hatch lies the legendary 6.2-liter LT2 V8, generating 495 horsepower, while an electric motor mounted on the front axle contributes another 160 horsepower. Together, they unleash a combined 655 horsepower, delivered through all-wheel drive, a first for any Corvette. The result? A 0 to 60 mph sprint in just 2.4 seconds, making it the quickest production Corvette ever made. But the numbers only tell half the story. The 2026 E-Ray is engineered for seamless balance. The instant torque of the electric motor complements the V8's roar, delivering flawless traction even in wet or icy conditions. The hybrid system also allows stealth EV driving mode, letting the Corvette glide silently through parking lots or city streets. A surreal experience for any muscle car enthusiast. Inside, the cabin of the 2026 C8 E-Ray is a driver's paradise. Every inch feels precision-built for performance and luxury. Alcantara leather, carbon fiber inserts, and metallic trims surround a cockpit that feels more like a fighter jet than a sports car. The 14-inch digital driver display transforms dynamically based on drive mode, showing hybrid power flow, G-force tracking, and lap timing data. The 8-speed dual-clutch transmission can be controlled via paddle shifters or fully automated, delivering lightning-fast gear changes. One of the standout features is the E-Ray Performance Manager, an AI-driven system that monitors the driver's input and road conditions to fine-tune suspension, torque distribution, and even battery deployment in real time. Whether you're carving through mountain roads or cruising down the highway, the E-Ray adapts seamlessly, always one step ahead. The ride comfort is surprisingly refined, thanks to Magnetic Ride Control 4.0, which adjusts damping 1,000 times per second. The E-Ray can feel like a grand tourer one moment and a track weapon the next. The Brembo carbon ceramic brakes ensure that all that power is matched with equally impressive stopping performance. Under the hood, or rather the rear glass hatch, the LT2 V8 engine gleams beneath its carbon fiber struts, flanked by the bright orange hybrid components that signify cutting-edge technology at work. It's a visual masterpiece that proudly showcases the fusion of muscle and electricity. On the rear end, the iconic quad exhaust setup returns, integrated into a sharp diffuser designed to maximize aerodynamic efficiency. The taillights retain the bold, angular design Corvette fans love, but now they're paired with thin LED strips that pulse gently when charging in hybrid mode. The 2026 Corvette C8 E-Ray is more than a performance machine. It's the dawn of a new era for American supercars. It honors the past with its rumbling V8 heartbeat while embracing the future with electric precision. For Corvette, evolution isn't optional, it's destiny. The E-Ray is proof that the American icon hasn't just adapted to the future, it's leading it.